Over the weekend, Senator Lindsey Graham called on other countries in the Middle East to join the war against Iran. Take a look.
Are you telling us you want the United Arab Emirates and the Saudis to lash out and strike Iran right now?
I want them to get in the fight. We sell them weapons. Iran is striking their country. They have good capability. About the Strait of Hormuz, what if the regime fell? Then you never had anybody in Iran in the future that wants to close the strait. What if you had Iran with people who don't want to build a nuclear weapon to kill us all?
Our own intelligence indicates that the Iranian regime is nowhere close to falling, but nonetheless, Khalaf Ahmad al-Habtoor, a billionaire from the UAE, wrote a fiery response to Senator Graham. The following was translated from Arabic by Grok, so God help us here, okay, hopefully it's correct. But here's what he said. We know full well why we are under attack, and we also know who dragged the entire region into this dangerous escalation without consulting those he calls his allies. Senator Graham, you may be a senator from the United States Senate, but anyone who hears your statements might think you're a member of the Israeli Knesset because you defend Israel's interests more than you defend the interests of the American people themselves. That is exactly right. He continues though. We will not enter this war to serve the interests of others, nor will we sacrifice our sons in a conflict that could have been avoided through diplomacy and political solutions. It'd be great if we had, leaders in our country who thought in a similar way, but unfortunately we don't. We have policymakers and an executive branch that's fully captured by the Israeli government and will do the Israeli government's bidding. So we find ourselves in this disastrous situation on behalf of a foreign country.
First of all, I want to quote one of our members on TYT.com. Huang John said, JD Vance, that's disappointing. I expected more from a Bed Bath & Beyond Peace Prize winner. I like it. Anyways, so now Lindsey Graham also tweeted this, and I think this is also telling. He said, our allies in Israel have shown amazing capability when it comes to collapsing the murderous regime in Iran. America is most appreciative, as if Israel's doing us a favor by going into this war, right? Then he continues, however, there will be a day soon that the Iranian people will be in charge of their own fate, not the murderous Ayatollah's regime. In that regard, please be cautious about what targets you select. Our goal is to liberate the Iranian people in a fashion that does not cripple their chance to start a new and better life when this regime collapses. The oil economy of Iran will be essential to that endeavor. So he's saying the Israelis bombing the oil facilities, which caused the black rain and the disaster in Tehran. He's saying, could you please watch that? Because that's gonna drive up oil prices here at home for us. And the Iranian people will need that later. We care so much about the Iranians. But to me, the most telling part of that whole thing was, pretty please Israel? What do you mean please? What does that please mean?
So embarrassing.
Okay, no.
So embarrassing.
Hey, you are not to bomb one more thing that we tell you not to bomb. And if you do, I'm gonna take away $1 billion. And the next bomb that lands that was not authorized by US, I'm gonna take away another $1 billion. And I'm gonna take a ship off your coast that's defending you with interceptor missiles. And go ahead, I dare you, defy America one more time. Drag us into another war. We're now spending $1 to $2 billion a day on behalf of Israel in this war. So tell me one more time that you're not gonna listen to what America says. I'll remove 2 ships, I'll remove all ships. I'll remove the funding for Iron Dome. Tell me again about how you're not gonna listen to us. But instead, so that wouldn't, guys, no matter where you are on the political spectrum, wouldn't that be a rational response to a country that we're supposed to be partners and allies with? We're going to this war and we say, please don't do this because that is a bad idea and it hurts our interest. And Israel goes, shut up, America, I'll do whatever I like. Ignore them, bomb, right? And they do. So the rational response is to have consequences for that kind of action. Mm-hmm. They are not supposed to be the boss of us. We're supposed to be the boss of them. We're the ones with the money, the military, et cetera, that they keep taking and taking and taking to no end. So no, I don't need American politicians pleading with the Israelis. Pretty please, boss, will you ever listen to us? And I know Lindsey Graham is used to being on his knees and that's his favorite place to be. But you're embarrassing the rest of us, Lindsey. Get up and leave. Clean up and go home.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Or stay down if you want. I don't care. No kink shaming. Just leave us alone. Okay, leave the Senate and leave the American people alone instead of dragging them into nonsensical wars for whatever reason.
You know the hardest part of starting TYT? It wasn't being on camera. I'm pretty sexy, so that was easy. And it wasn't trying to figure out a new thing called YouTube, that was fun. It was realizing I had to wear every single hat. Writer, producer, marketing department, it was overwhelming. I felt like I was stranded on an island. When you're starting a business, that to-do list can overrun your life. You need a partner, not just any partner, you need Shopify. That's who we chose. Think about it, you need a beautiful online store? Boom, Shopify's got hundreds of ready-to-use templates that match your brand style. You need to find customers? They make it easy to run email and social media campaigns wherever people are scrolling. And what about managing inventory, processing returns, and international shipping? Shopify is your commerce expert. They handle the world-class logistics so you don't have to. Everything from payments to analytics is in one place. No more jumping between platforms. It simplifies your life so you can focus on what you actually started the business to do. Start your business today with the industry's best business partner, Shopify, and start hearing. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/TYT. Go to shopify.com/TYT. That's shopify.com/TYT. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.